Hey everybody, I'm Marlon with Chronic Pain Warriors United. Welcome to the channel. Hope you all had a great weekend. I'm filming this one on Monday afternoon. I think it's going to go out Monday evening, most likely. So jumping right in, one of the main goals I had when I launched Chronic Pain Warriors United, the top goal really is reform at a legal level and at the medical level of pain, reform of the pain management system. And specifically when we're talking about pain clinics, which I think the vast majority of people with chronic pain have been forced into now, primary care doctors taking care of chronic pain in an ongoing way has become a major no-no because of the DEA's constant interference into our lives. So most people with chronic pain are being treated through some sort of clinic, and the problem I have with them, and that's what we're talking about this evening, a lot of these pain clinics and the pain doctors that run them dehumanize patients and people so badly that it's almost like criminal, right? These are people, almost 20 million Americans with high impact chronic pain seeking relief. They're human beings, and they're reaching out to the people who are supposed to be full of empathy, understanding, and wanting to help, aka the medical community and their doctors. And when they finally get to the people who are supposed to help them, the pain clinics, they are treated so inhumanely. So I've got my bullet points. This isn't going to be a data-driven show tonight. This is going to be more like, I've lived this, you've lived this. It needs to be acknowledged, and then it needs to be changed, right? So many times the clinics themselves feel like they're like a DMV, right? You're just another number and not a human being. Excuse me, my phone was in the way. And they're so ridiculously overcrowded most of the time that everything runs slow. Your time isn't taken into consideration a lot of times. It really is like a DMV where you've walked in, you've pulled your little ticket, and now you're a number on a screen waiting to be seen. You're not human, not a person, none of that. And that's like the first, as soon as you walk into the door into a lot of these places, that's going to be basically the first type of feeling you get. Excuse me. Like you just walked into a government type building like a DMV. And then they treat everyone terribly. And by that I mean every single patient, it feels like they treat like potential drug addicts and criminals. Everything about pain management is geared towards preventing addiction and preventing people from being on opiates or pain management, traditional pain management, for too long. And they set that up right off the bat when you walk in, and you're treated like that throughout the whole process, like you're a potential drug addict or a criminal. And it's even apparent in a lot of the questions they ask. And I mean, the way that they're setting it up from the word go. And then advocating for yourself is often seen as drug-seeking behavior, i.e. telling a doctor which medications you prefer or work best for you. DEA handbook, recognizing the addict. Yes, it is actually called that. And that is one of the main things. If a patient is asking for medications by name or saying these medications work for me and these don't, that is one of the biggest things that the DEA handbook considers drug-seeking behavior. Whereas in reality, that's just us advocating for ourselves. But with these doctors who are already on a massive, power trip, advocating for yourself like that can automatically be seen as a foul. And that is so wrong. And then excuse me, many of the doctors are on ridiculous power trips, like I just said. I mean, what I say goes, and patient consent, informed consent, and patient deferment just go out the freaking window. They don't exist. Then you get to how the doctors minimize our pain and complaints. Doctors minimize your complaints and dismiss your concerns, often in a really patronizing way, right? I mean, super patronizing, while it seems like they do all they can not to treat your pain effectively. And then you have the words pain and opiates have become dog whistles to doctors. For real. As soon as they hear those two things, they shut down and they want to get you out of their office as quickly as possible for the vast majority of them. Even with the pain clinics and pain management doctors, it's like whenever they hear certain words or phrases, or you start to talk about pain or how your medications aren't working, it's like they go into la la land and they're not trying to hear it at all. Or they just make you feel terrible about it some way, which they seem to be really good, really good at. And then they don't treat us like human beings and adults. They treat us like numbers on a screen that have the potential to be addicts and criminals. So, I mean, they don't treat us like adults at all. Talking about things like pill counts, drug tests. I understand drug testing sometimes to make sure you're taking your meds, etc. But there's places that drug test people every single time they come in, and that gets expensive. And then there's other places that put into their doctor-patient agreements that if they call you in for a pill count or drug test, you have to come in. Like freaking government probation or something. And I mean, they make people feel small, unimportant, and unheard. I mean, you can go a whole doctor's appointment a lot of times and never see one of them look up from the screen, right? They will be stuck on that screen, focusing on that computer while they ask you a question every now and then. But you can literally go a whole freaking appointment and not have one actually look you in the eye and address you like another human being. And this isn't just like something I'm talking about for myself either. I know all of you, if not, well, probably almost all of you, if not all of you, know what I'm talking about. And then lastly, they do not advocate for their patients, nor adequately and effectively treat their pain most of the time. That's why so many people tell people like us, if you suffer from chronic pain, chronic illness, etc., find yourself a family member, a friend, a loved one, a partner, whatever. Find yourself somebody who will fight for you and stick up for you and who knows you and your issues to take with you on doctor's appointments like this to advocate for you. Because like I said earlier, advocating for yourself can a lot of times look to them like drug-seeking behavior, as asinine and freaking crazy as that is, I know. So having somebody do that for you is key, because it can be hard to do it yourself, and the doctors, unfortunately, for the most part, aren't going to do it for you. They're going to, if you manage to get all the way through the door into the pain management system, which is super difficult in most places, and you get there, the doctor is then going to do, in my experience, the very least amount humanly possible to get you off his plate. I mean, I don't know anybody who feels like I am having my pain effectively managed and I'm happy with the quality of treatment I'm getting. The vast majority of people I know, both in my real life, out here that I deal with in support groups and doctors, etc., and the people that I talk to here on YouTube with y'all and Reddit and other places, most people feel like their pain is being severely undertreated and ignored. And it's just wrong. So along with the legal steps that we're going to have to take to address a lot of these issues, we're going to have to also address these issues with our doctors and the whole pain management system as a whole. Because it's really broken right now. Instead of actually helping people who need effective pain management get it, it seems like the system is set up to prevent people from accessing effective traditional pain management. Anyways, we're getting towards the end. I'm going to show you all real quick. We've got our first order of Chronic Pain Warriors United pins in. I don't know how well you can see that. I hope it's okay. First 3 or 4 comments on here. We'll do first 4 comments on this video. I'm going to ship y'all out one of our new pins. So be sure and get down in the comments. Like I say always, your stories are unique and special, just like you are. So all of you who know what I'm talking about and who go through these issues with your doctors, please get down in the comments and tell us your stories. Hit that like and subscribe button on the way out. I'm Marlon with Chronic Pain Warriors United. Y'all be blessed and well. We'll see y'all real soon. Cheers.